Okay. Good morning. This is John Harder, aka WealthWiz. I have something that I would love to show you this morning. I am excited about it, and I believe that when you understand what it is I'm talking about, you will be excited too. It has the crypto market. The cryptocurrency markets have made many millionaires now, and even billionaires. And why not cash in on that phenomenon as well? Now, here, there's better and better things coming out, and of course, some of the things that have come out in crypto have not been that great. I was in some programs that where you would invest. There was the Western coin, and there was I don't remember the names of them now, but and I see there are still new ones coming up. And the question is, when are people going to catch on that those are scams? It seems like we have to find out for ourselves, right? But those kind of programs where they tell you, you can give your money to us, and then we'll pay you a percentage every day, kind of thing, and then at the end of the term you get all your money back, and by the time the term ends, it seems like they've disappeared, and you never did get your coin back. Well, let us embark on something better than that. How about that? How about that? Okay. Now, success comes to those who just don't give up. I know that I know some people who have tried online marketing, and oh no, I got scammed, and I ain't never trying that again. Tell me, if you would have thought like that as a toddler, would you be walking today? You would have never walked. You would have never learned to walk, because you felt you'd have fallen down. And you said, "No, forget it. I ain't trying that again." Right? Well, that is seemingly that is how people, they think they've gotten smarter as they got, as they grew up and got older. But is that really smarter? I mean, look at you. You fell down how many times as a toddler, and now you're walking, you're running, you can do all these things. Well, why not keep learning? Why not keep on learning on the things where you're still stumbling? Overcome that, overcome it, and move on, right? But that seems like it seems like once people get older, they what is it? What is it? Have you gotten too smart to learn? Is that it, or what's the deal, right? Okay. Well, anyway, Anyway, I have a presentation here that runs. Actually, I'm just going to go over the website itself this morning because I believe that. So let me just share the screen here, and so we're gonna go over the website itself here instead of the the slideshow presentation, which I guess I'll be doing later on again anyway today. But in this presentation, I wanted to go over the website and show you. So it's Python Signals. PythonSignals.com is the website, and these are the three gentlemen that are behind this business. The type of sites that I was just talking about, you don't see people, you don't see their, people don't show themselves on the site. They might show, an image, or images sometimes, but it's likely not themselves. Well, these guys, we've been on the phone with them, so we know they're for real. Okay, and these guys are incredibly passionate for helping humanity. Those of us who want to make something of ourselves, and now the crypto market is an incredible place to really gain profits. It just is, and well, as we go through, I think you'll be able to understand at least somewhat, how this works. Now, my own story, how when I got into crypto at first was just about 2 years ago, and I bought about $500 worth, and I was doing well at first. As a matter of fact, it was incredible. I actually made this $500. They had turned into like 30,000, but I wanted to just write it up as high as I could, and of course I did. I did that, and then this price started dropping, and well, I didn't know what to do, and so I just kind of rode the price along back down, and eventually I sold it. Now, of course, it didn't go down as far as it had been, because I had still, like, I had made at least $2,500 that I had made on that 500, which is actually a pretty good profit when you think of it. But compared to where my profits were, they had almost diminished. Okay. Now, so I ended up selling, and I bought a few other coins, and I made some money with those. So I mean, it's not all bad. It's pretty good, actually. So, and so I've kind of just hovered along and made some here and there a little bit and stuff, and have been and have just done little increments. But now, just about, well, it's just over 2 months now, 2.5 months maybe, when Python Signals launched. And I was lucky enough to find out about it pretty much right from the beginning. and I'm in with I'm in with the first 300 people, like not first 300, okay, mine is 315, I think. So, I mean, there had already that many people had joined, which, that's awesome. But it was a very, very quick growth spurt at the first. And now the crypto markets have plummeted way down from where they were even 2 months ago. And so the news media has still so much control over over people's thinking, I should say. People base their ideas or their they listen to the news, and when the news says that Bitcoin is likely going to zero, then people stay away from Bitcoin. Well, that's how should we say? That's like the fox being at the chicken coop door, opening the door and saying, "Hey, come chickens, come on out. Okay, it's safe now." You know, and of course that's what they do. They get out. They get out and they sell their coin, and then the price skyrockets. Well, what did they just do? Okay, what did they just do? So many people. You see, the people that are making the announcements in the news media, they likely have no idea what's going on, because they are given a script to read, okay? They're given a script to read. So they don't have a clue what's going on. So for all intents and purposes, they probably think that it's even true what they're saying. But it's the exact opposite, guys. It's the exact opposite. All right, well, anyway, enough about that. Let's continue on and watch, see what we get. So we got Gavin Victor, administration, the program here. And then we got Marius Landman, who's holding the Litecoin thing there. Now, he's our chief data analyst. And then we have Ajoki, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's director of marketing. Okay, and now these guys, they have, as I said, an incredible passion for helping humanity, helping us, helping the you and me type of person. Now, I'm going to focus a little bit more on Marius Landman, because that is where our data comes from. He is our chief data analyst. Okay, so now here is some more information about them, and I'm not going to read all of that, but just look at the achievements of that he achieved like 500%. Now, and then there's 7,000%. These kind of profits are to be made in the cryptocurrency market. Okay. Now, if you're skeptical and you're sitting on the fence and you don't know what to do, you don't trust anything, you don't trust the news media, you don't trust any person who tells you anything, listen, you need to clear your mind. You need to clear your mind, because with that mindset, you ain't gonna get anywhere. You're not. That's just not even a mindset to make any headways at all. Okay. So now this. What we do is, it is one business, but two opportunities, okay? And I'm gonna be kind of talking about both of them as we go through here. So I'll try not to make it confusing, but So let's we'll first talk about the trading. Now, trading in the crypto markets, as I mentioned earlier in this video, my experience, and I have now learned that this has been the experience of most people who come into the crypto market. Okay, they make some. It's almost impossible. You have to be entirely stupid not to make any money in the crypto market. So you're almost bound to make some, you know, unless you listen to the news media, then you're not going to. You're absolutely going to lose. If you are listening to the news media when you're doing this kind of stuff, then you ain't gonna make any money, because they're going to suck it out of you by false advertising, by saying the exact opposite from what the truth is. They will lie your money right out of you. Okay, so you need to be smarter than to be paying attention to the news media, because as long as you do that, you ain't going to make money in the crypto market. Okay, all right, so now we've at least cleared that up, right? Now, why customers choose us, right? And so profits are important, and with Python signals, you will release real profits and build your portfolio. Okay, so and I, you know, and you can of course go to pythonsignals.com and read this and, you know, all for yourself, because I don't want to read all of it here. It's kind of a lot of text, and I don't want to make that long of a long, boring presentation. But what I want to do, I want to impress upon you that there is tremendous profits to be gained here in the cryptocurrency market, and that you need to, well, one thing you need for sure, and this is like I said earlier, I made some money, but I could have made a hell of a lot more if I had known when to buy and when to sell. Because that's really where it's at. That's the all-important thing, is when to buy, you know, when to buy and when to sell. And also, quite important, which cryptos to buy, okay? Because that has a huge bearing as well, because they don't nearly all fluctuate in the same percentage. So, and there are other factors that are involved that are kind of behind the scene as far as which coin does what, okay? And as you get more familiar, you'll probably realize what those things are. But this video isn't about that. I just wanted to point that out. But now when you go, you know, you see the percentages here, you know, that the gains that can be made, you know, some of them you realize aren't as juicy as some of the other ones. Excuse me. Coffee is good this morning. Okay, so so now here you have outstanding results of our strategy, and you know, as they show it here, like he has developed quite a strategy, because he has done this now for over 3 years since he plugged in. Okay, let me actually tell you a little bit more about Marius Lanham, because there's something here that I didn't tell you that is important for this presentation. And that is that, what does he do? How, like, he's our data analyst. I did say that, but what is it that makes it so powerful? Okay, well, he has developed an algorithm, a program, a computer program, where you can enter data of the past and it'll project a future. okay, using the data from the past. And this has been just extremely accurate, okay? Like 95 to 97% accurate. So with those kind of odds, you're bound to make massive profits, okay? So out of 300 calls, 8 that were incorrect, okay? So this is, you know, this works really, really well, okay? So now let's go again here, and here we, you know, if you read these lines here, there's quite a bit of, you know, it gives you some rundowns here a little bit as to the buy and sell and the profits that were gained, kind of thing. And then testimonials. What do people say about us, right? Well, if you know John McAfee or whatever, it's however that's pronounced here, he's probably the top most crypto enthusiast. Now he's John McAfee is the guy that owns the McAfee antivirus program, okay? So he's quite well known, pretty widely, okay? And so, and here we have quite a number of people that have really made massive profits from Marius's data. Now this was before Python Signals was actually launched. He had this, you know, launching Python Signals was a result of the phenomenal profits that they were gaining from, you know, from that algorithm. And so he developed it into, these guys developed it into a program that that makes it very, very affordable for the average person to come on board, get the data, so you know when to buy and sell, and you can really, really rake in the profits, okay? So that is basically what Python Signals is about. Now, having said that you can make so much money with trading, well, maybe you're a person, you just don't have much money that you can go and use for trading. Well, here's what some of our people have done. Some of the people that we've only got about what, 400, maybe a little more than 400 people in the program so far. And listen, we have people who didn't have money to invest. So what they did is referred a few people and make some money first and then invest, okay? Now, it's actually not money, it's Bitcoin. Everything is in Bitcoin in the program. So you actually have to get in with Bitcoin, and you also get paid in Bitcoin, all right? So, so here we have, there are 4 different packages that are available, that are going to be available. Right at the moment, there are still 5 because we haven't sold out the 1,000 packages of the Lifetime Galaxy package. This here is an exclusive package because it yields extra income, like the direct referral bonus is higher. It also has you only need to pay for a subscription once, whereas all the others are like monthly or quarterly or bi-yearly or yearly, okay? And this one here is you pay once off and you're done. So it's a really, really exclusive pack. It also gives you some extra perks, you know, as far as the trading, because there's a group. We have a call, literally a live call with Marius once a week, okay? So where he goes over things and explains things to us and all of that. It's awesome. It's really great. Now, it doesn't mean that the other data isn't sufficient for making real profits and massive profit. It is. but this does give you a little bit more insider, you know, information kind of thing. And so, but what I want to say, you know, about these other packages, you know, you can get started for just $50, although that is the most expensive because it covers only a month. Although the gold package is 150, which is actually you don't save any money at that point. You just have it covers 3 months. But on the platinum pack, you already save $50. You know, if you buy yearly, then you save $50 already on your subscription, and that gives you more time to get the ball rolling, to get some people in, make some money, and start trading and stuff, right? And we have that was the platinum package. Okay, so then we got the Galaxy subscriber pack, which is $500 a year, and this is the cheapest pack there is, besides the 1,000, which is only going to be 1,000 packages sold. So if it's still available, if you're thinking the way I am thinking, you'd be hustling to try and get it. Okay. That's what I did, and I got it, and I'm glad. You know, I didn't know when I first got in, I didn't know, you know, where the program was at. I didn't know that there was only 300 members so far, and or just over. And but that was like more than a month ago. So how many there are now, I actually have no idea. Okay, so now here are the levels. So those are the price of the packages and so on. What do you get with the package? You get the trading data. You get access. You get like downloads. These are reports that are PDF reports that give you a, you know, an overview of what the future is projected to be, okay? And so that you can make intelligent decisions. Now these go up like up to 3 weeks sometimes, what about of the future, yeah, okay, 3 weeks, about 3 weeks of insight. And what else? And you also get email notifications whenever you have a new download. You also have, with those packages, yeah, you get email notifications, and you get the trading data, the downloads. Yeah, that's what you get. You get, so email notifications and those downloads. Now, if you're a Galaxy member, you also are part of a private group, okay? I mean, the Galaxy 1000, not the 500, but the 1000, okay? All right, so, and let's not forget the pay plan, the matrix. Okay, so the matrix, it's a 2 by 18 matrix, okay? So every level in the matrix doubles because it's 2. It's kind of like a basic idea where every person would be referring to people, and it always, every row is always twice as long as it goes down. Now, when you do that, in the matrix here, you don't have to refer anything. We don't have any, you know, these things where one leg, you have to have this much volume in one leg, and you have to have that much volume in the other leg, and you have to have so many referrals in the one leg and this many in the other. We don't have any of those kind of things. You just have to be a subscriber in order to have a spot in the matrix, okay? So as soon as your subscription runs out, your spot in the matrix is dead. And the pay that you would get in the matrix, it will, you know, it will be passed up to the person above you, you know, to the next qualified person who has a subscription. That's where your pay will go to if you don't have an active subscription, okay? So, and you don't have to refer people yourself. You do make extra money if you do, and you'll build your matrix out faster if you do, but you don't have to in order to be paid, because the program does provide spillover. As the people above you grow their matrix, it will spill over into yours and also grow your matrix, and eventually your downline would be, you'd have builders in there that would build, and you could probably get away with and build a complete matrix without doing anything. But to me, that sounds very, very inactive, and well, and anyway, that's just not me anyways, all right? So, okay, or I wouldn't be doing this presentation. All right, so we have the pay on each level. And so you would have, the first level would be you, the next we have, you would have, this would be your first level, which would have, you'd have 2 people, and you get 2% or 5% on each of their subscriptions in the matrix. And on the second level, you'd have 4 people and get 4% on their subscriptions. On the third level, you would have 8 people, and you would get 3% of their subscriptions. On the fourth level, you would have 16 people, and you get 5% of their subscriptions. And on the fifth level, you would have, where were we, right? Because you 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. So you have, it doubles every level. Every level lower is, again, as doubles the amount of people from the last level, all right? And then here we have the percentage. It's always 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, all the way down until you get to level 16, where it changes to 2%. Level 17 is 2%, and level 18 is finally 1.5%. Now, when you have your matrix fully built out, you actually have over 200,000 people in your in the bottom line of your matrix, and it pays you 1.9 million a year on that level. Your total matrix payout when you're when you have the Galaxy package is more than 5,100,000 matrix payout yearly. Okay, this is yearly, more than 5,100,000. Okay, now that's with the Galaxy package and your matrix fully built. It's pretty significant, isn't it? And then start trading and make it, you know, and double or triple or quadruple it in the trading marketplace. Some pretty serious income. there, guys. Okay, so Python Signals affiliate program guidelines. So here are the guidelines on at the bottom here yet. And it really is, so it says that it's based on a 2x18 matrix, force matrix, as I mentioned. You do not have to refer people in order to earn, as I already mentioned. And you need to be active. You have to have an active subscription, okay? So your money for the packages that you're paying for does not get you any trading. We don't do trading for you, okay? It gives you access to the data so you can trade, and also it gives you a spot in the matrix so you can get paid. All right. Okay, so if it's something that you want to do, that you want to get involved in, then there is a link in the subscription where you can sign up with my newsletter, and I will send you the information right away to get started. And the reason I want you to sign up to my newsletter is so that we can get you plugged into all the things that we do. Because if you're getting in, you're signing up, and you're alone, and you don't really know what to do, it's going to be very difficult for you. Okay. So what I want to do is I want you to get plugged in so that you can get help, and not just get help, but you can get in with our group and feel the energy that we have, you know, as we are going about this, and as we, the testimonials are people constantly of people making money, you know, and getting paid, and also as you have questions, you can ask questions and things like that. Okay, so that's why I want you to sign up to my newsletter, and you will be notified in the newsletter about things, you know, about what's going on and stuff like that. And when we have Q&A sessions, when we have, you know, all those kind of things. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, and